Alright, want to record a video for now. Problem number 9. It says a square garden has sides of length 4 feet. So here's our garden, 4, 4, 4, 4. In 1 week, an ant colony spreads over most of the garden so that only a square of side length 1 foot remains. Okay, so after the ants work some magic, this is all that's left. 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, the next week they do this again, and this time there's only 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, and this goes on and on and on and on and on. And they're asking us to do 2 things. 1, determine an expression for the perimeter of the nth time the ants do this. So what's the perimeter the first time? The first term is 16. 4, 8, 12, 16. That's really the 0th time. That's before the ants do anything. Then what happens? Well, then we have a perimeter of this new small 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus, that's 4. Then we have a P2. How much is that of the second one? That's boom, 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 boom. That's 1. So what am I noticing here? R equals 1/4. So how could I write, and now, again, I think there's a little bit of confusion here. I'm not sure how the teacher wants you to answer this. This is what I'm not sure about. Do they want to count this big square as P1? Or do they want to count the big square as P0? I think we can be safe and just call this P1. So say that the first time the ants don't do anything, we have a perimeter of 16. So in fact, let's just forget this P0 stuff. I don't know which way is going to be correct. I think this way makes a little more sense to me. So the perimeter starts out at 16. Then next time ants do a little work, now it's just 1, 1, 1, 1, so the perimeter is 4. Remember, perimeter is just adding up all the sides. The next time ants do more work, and it's 0.25 plus 0.25 plus 0.25 plus 0.25, that's 1. And now I'm seeing the pattern, R equals 1/4. This is a geometric sequence, which means that the nth term of a geometric sequence is A1 times R to the n minus 1. So the perimeter of the nth term is the perimeter of the first term, 16, times R, 1/4, to the n minus 1. That's the answer to part A right here. Part B says find the total perimeter of the garden. The total perimeter means added up every single time. So we want the sum of an infinite geometric sequence. As I'm sure you talked about in the class, sum of an infinite geometric sequence that converges is A1 over 1 minus R. We know this converges because R is less than 1. 1/4 is less than 1. A1 is 16 over 1 minus R is 1/4. 16 over 3/4. Now you want to keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. And you get 64 over 3. Does it tell us the units? It tells us it's in feet. All right. I hope that video is helpful.